Sri Dāmodara Jananī by Shivaram Swami. Appendix 2. How Śukadeva words satisfied Mother Yaśoda's heart. In Chapter 1, page 85, Mother Yaśoda says, "If the son of Vyas praised my Gopal with the most selected words and rhythm, perhaps his compositions would be the nectar for which my ears hanker." The following appendix is an elaboration on one verse spoken by Śukadeva Goswami that illustrates the sage's qualification. It is based on the linguistic analysis by Sridhar Swami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and Baladev Vidyabhushana of the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9.2. Would Śukadeva Goswami's songs be the remedy to cure the longing of Mother Yaśoda's heart? Surely, after all, the Bhagavatam was cherished by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it was also Krishna in the form of transcendental sound. How could Śukadeva's songs not satisfy Mother Yaśoda's heart? Over and above that, Krishna himself would confirm that Śukadeva Goswami was the only person fully qualified to describe his pastimes. The reason for Śukadeva's unique empowerment was that his mood of devotion closely followed that of the Brajvasis. Thus Krishna would say to Satyabhama, "Just one person, almost as dear to me as the devotees of Raj, will be able to describe those topics. Śukadeva, the son of Bhadarayan Vyas. By the power of his great love and the mood of the Brajvasis, he will speak something of those matters to his excellent disciple, who resembles him in spiritual qualities, and whom I once brought back to life." Inspired by her songs, and to show us that in his Srimad Bhagavatam description of Yaśoda's son, he would invoke the best of his literary skills, as well as the cream of his spiritual realizations, the great sage offers a sample of his poetry. Yani yani ha gitani tadbala charitani cha dadi nirmantane kale smaranti tanya gayata. While churning, she remembered the childish activities of Krishna, and in her own way she composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities. And while the rhyme, alliteration, rhythm, and meter of this verse, as beautiful as its subject, was an indication of the poetic spirit inspired in Śukadeva Goswami, it had yet to pass the tests of the ultimate critic. Before his words could be uttered, from Śukadeva Goswami's heart, Krishna asked, "O sage, what is the mystery in repeating the word Yani?" All such things. Repetition is generally a fault, and your repetition leaves the audience wondering, what things? What things? Without immediately answering the question, Vyasa's son smiled. "O Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you." By adding the suffix iha, I meant to say, those things your mother did while she was churning. What things did she do? She sang songs, gitani. For that reason I said yani, yani, meaning these songs, those songs, all songs. Recognizing the playfulness of his devotee, Krishna asked, which song did she sing? Was there one that was her favorite? Truly everyone has a favorite song, and your mother's may be the one that starts Yashomati Nandana Brajobara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana. But my Lord, that day she sang many songs. She sang songs that are very famous in this world, Iha. Indeed, that song is world famous. But do you not mean that she sang songs you've already composed in the Bhagavatam? It may be like that, but by saying Iha, I meant specifically the songs composed in Raja by your own people, which have now become famous in this world, songs like your killing Putana and other pastimes. But why didn't you say Krishna Charitani, so that everyone will know that these songs are my pastimes? I did. You said Tad Bala Charitani, and that means the pastime of that boy. But there are innumerable boys in Vraja, what to speak of this world, Iha. Now it was Śukadev's turn to smile. O treasure of your mother's heart, in Vraja, there is only one boy about whom people compose songs. It is you. By saying Tad Bala, that boy, I add to your glory by announcing you without naming you. In this way, I hope to please your mother. After a good-natured pause, Krishna added, So she sang songs about me that were composed by Vraja's bards or by their wives. She heard those, especially during the evening performances at Nanda Bhavana. But collecting their essence, she preferred to sing songs that she composed herself, or those composed by devotees very close to her. I see. That is why cha connects the two sentences and invokes the word agayata, chanted, and in that way it connects the two verbs. Remembering what the bards had composed, she recites them in her own words and in her own mood. And the vibration of these wonderful songs must have also mixed with the yogurt she was churning. Surely! Perhaps that is why she sent away many servants that day. She wanted to sing all my sweet exploits while churning. The sage nodded. That is certainly the external reason. There is another? Smiling, Śukadeva said, My lord, when you are scheming in their hearts, how will you hide your plans from your servants? O learned one, what am I hiding then? The reason all the maidservants were absent on Diwali day is that you wanted to become Dāmodara. Had anyone else been present, they would have stopped your mother from binding you. Krishna quickly placed his forefinger before his lips, saying, Shh. Having silenced the sage, he concluded, You have done well, and I am pleased. Continue your kirtan and bless the ears of the world. And with that, Krishna went silent and seemed to disappear. Eka sametad rajalokavat priyas tadrin mahaprema bhara prabhavataha vakshatyada kinchana badarainir majjivite shishyavare swasanibhe. Just one person, almost as dear to me as the devotees of Raj, will be able to describe those topics. Śukadeva, the son of Bhadarayan Vyas. By the power of his great love and the mood of the Rajvasis, he will speak something of those matters to his excellent disciple who resembles him in spiritual qualities and whom I once brought back to life. Commentary. If no one ever hears Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes described, how will Krishna fulfill the main purpose of his descent, to spread throughout the world the transcendental taste of prema rasa? Anticipating this question, Krishna answers it here. The glory of prema rasa of Sri Vraj Dham will be revealed when Śukadeva Goswami recites Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit. Because Śukadeva's own devotional realization closely follows the elevated mood of the Rajvasis, he has the power to convey the glories of Raj in the ecstatic Bhagavatam poetry emanating from his lips. Even the brief glimpse of the infinite ocean of Krishna Bhakti Ras that Śukadeva Goswami will reveal in the Bhagavatam will be enough to impart to any human being who hears with honest intent the highest taste of pure devotion. Śukadeva will speak Srimad Bhagavatam to the most suitable hearer, the great Vaishnav Parikshit, whom Krishna returned to life when Parikshit was in the womb of his mother. According to the narration of Mahabharata, The Brahmastra weapon of Ashvatthama actually killed Uttara's fetus. But Krishna entered Uttara's womb and gave Parikshit a new body. And Parikshit became Krishna Jivita, not only in the sense that Krishna restored him to life, but also because every moment of his life was dedicated to remembering Krishna. He was a perfect Vaishnava, like his guru Śukadeva. And therefore, Śukadeva could speak to him the most confidential secrets. By the combined efforts of the most qualified speaker and the most qualified hearer, Srimad Bhagavatam can distribute its sublime light even in this blind age of Kali.